On a bitter winter night in downtown Chicago, USA, the streets near the federal courthouse were quiet, lit by pale streetlights and passing traffic. A black woman stood near the entrance, checking her phone as she waited for her driver. She wore a formal jacket, calm and composed, unaware that her presence was about to attract unwanted attention. Officer Mark Reynolds pulled his patrol car to the curb and stepped out, eyeing her suspiciously. He demanded to know why she was there so late, his tone sharp and accusatory. She answered politely, explaining she had finished work and was waiting. Her confidence seemed to irritate him rather than reassure him. Reynolds circled her, questioning her identification and implying she didn't belong in the area. When she reached into her pocket to unlock her phone, he suddenly grabbed her arm. Startled gasps echoed as he tore off her jacket, exposing her to the freezing air. People nearby stopped, shocked by the aggression. Despite the humiliation, the woman did not scream or fight back. She steadied her breathing, met his eyes, and calmly asked for his badge number. Her voice carried authority, not fear. The officer laughed dismissively, assuming she was just another citizen he could intimidate without consequence. What Reynolds failed to notice was his own body camera blinking red, recording every second. He also didn't realize that several witnesses were filming on their phones. The woman adjusted her torn clothing with dignity, as if she had endured worse than public disrespect before. Unbeknownst to Reynolds, the woman was Judge Angela Brooks, a federal judge known nationwide for her integrity. She was currently overseeing a confidential investigation into systemic police misconduct within the city. As the cold wind cut through the street, the officer stood inches away from the very authority that would soon determine his fate. Within minutes, flashing lights filled the street as additional squad cars arrived, summoned by frightened witnesses. A senior supervisor stepped out, scanning the scene with irritation until his eyes landed on the woman standing silently in the cold. His posture changed instantly, recognition draining the color from his face. He addressed her with sudden respect, apologizing repeatedly as he ordered Officer Reynolds to step back. Judge Angela Brooks calmly identified herself and requested immediate access to the body cam footage. Her voice was firm but controlled, making it clear she was documenting every detail for official record. Reynolds attempted to explain his actions, stammering excuses about procedure and safety. His words rang hollow as witnesses spoke up, describing the unnecessary force and racial hostility they had seen. The supervisor escorted Judge Brooks to a warm vehicle, while Reynolds was quietly removed from the scene. In the following weeks, Judge Brooks filed a formal complaint supported by video evidence, witness statements, and internal reports. She did not seek personal revenge, but accountability. The investigation uncovered a disturbing pattern of racial profiling and excessive force tied directly to Reynolds and others in his unit. Federal prosecutors stepped in, and Reynolds was suspended, then charged for civil rights violations. The police department faced federal oversight, mandatory retraining, and public scrutiny. Community trust, once broken, became the central issue debated across the city and national media. At a press conference months later, Judge Brooks addressed the public. She spoke not of anger, but responsibility, reminding officers and citizens alike that authority must be guided by restraint. Her calm strength transformed a moment of humiliation into a turning point for justice, proving that in America, no uniform stands above the law.